Hello there, everybody. Welcome to my league match against hsypsx. The I don't know what I'm gonna say. All right, so we're gonna play. We have Black Market, Artisan, just Colony. Anyway, there's Village Draw Payload. Maybe Black Market Silos. Not sure. Hitting 6 is nice. I mean, the silos, of course, is always like you don't get super good. I guess they have the 5-2. The issue with silos is always that you don't get very good money. Obviously, you get nice cycling. This looks like a pretty easy forager. Anyway, with a forager, the silos suddenly is gonna look pretty appealing. I don't know if they missed mint fool's gold. It's hard to say if they obviously they missed it turn 3. I don't know if I guess one of them add to it. No, you could totally miss it. So this could be either coin or fool's gold or silver, honestly. Probably a little early for a coin. There's something to be said for fool's gold here. So there's also something to just be said for silver. Oh, those are super nice. Cobbler is okay. Guess it would largely be a coin. Well, Cobbler's alright and Church is alright. Also, just buying like a stables is okay too. We probably can just gain that. Gonna take the cobbler. I'm not super in love with it, but we could also mint here, I guess. Means not playing the artisan, amongst other things. And also, since we've already bought the silos, there's, I guess if I'm, I mean, it's not crazy. You still don't want to have to draw through them necessarily. Yeah, second artisan looks good. I think I'll just get a coin here. What are my bottom cards? Okay. Oh yeah, and I can play these too. Okay. Yeah, maybe it should have just been an envoy, I don't know. These aren't super exciting. I don't know, is there other plus buy on the board? I guess the squire is a little exciting. We need to get to platinum at some point. So we can mint them. Second artisan would be nice. Lots of coins. Really, any of the fives are pretty good. We could do an. It's a little bit awkward here. You may not want to do envoy. I mean, like I can artisan for envoy or I can artisan for werewolf, and then there's some maybe weirdness with black market and coin. I don't know, maybe we just try the envoy. We have quite a bit good stuff. They'll probably deny black market. Could trash the forger. What am I getting here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 again. I could trash the silver. And still have 5. I think I can still hit 9 later on anyway. The stables here is pretty good. I don't think this is gonna work. I mean, I think they can absolutely do colonies pretty consistently, but I don't see how I'm gonna be able to do this. I mean, if you don't get draw, I just don't. I know that they'll probably add some draw, but I think they'll just be too limited if this is all they do. Anyway, they're gonna deny like black markets. I think we have enough trickery to make it all work out fine, pretty much regardless. Platinum is sort of the goal, barring particular reveals from black market, which could push us in some other directions. Yeah, whatever they deny here, we can get the black market and get the coins down. I think we need this here yet. There may be something to playing mint and then envoy. There's still nothing nice for them to do here. Okay. This gives us at least, or I guess this gives us 8 when we go into the thing, so pretty much good regardless. None of these are really worth getting. Okay. The forager pull was really nice. This is like potion for sure. I mean, you didn't have to open potion, but I guess you open potion improve. You probably just don't actually get old witches here. You probably just get regular witches. Um, this is not super clear to me. You have terminal space and whatnot. I just don't know how much it helps you. I mean, another guide is pretty nice, or another improve. Both are pretty nice. I guess you take the improve. I don't know. I don't really like the second university that much. I don't think. Now, of course, the pools are. Maybe it's good. Great things to gain with university. All right, we'll do a second one. Okay, this is a really nice guide. Yeah, it's like they didn't get to play Wedge. I don't know about the third Wedge. This is kind of the nightmare, but what can you do? I think he had bottom decked some stuff, and I was probably a little bit ahead, but that draw is actually just about as probably puts me back behind again. Maybe not behind, but it was a very bad draw. But it's okay. Because I mean, I'm still heading. They're getting some collisions too. I'm kind of surprised at Council Room. I think, I don't know. This is actually. I guess I can't even trigger this. Maybe they gave me like a velocity. They're probably looking at deck tracking. They can know that. See, it doesn't. I mean, it's okay-ish. If they're doing, I mean, it's less bad when they're drawing me the card than if I'm, just not getting to play a plaza. And of course, there's like, I mean, I can draw something very, very nice off the plaza and then have like a full super turn, in which case it just completely backfires on them. Even getting a guide down is like pretty big. Not sure. I'm never sure, am I? A lot of cities are quite a bit better than plazas, but the card is real. Guess I'll take one. Really, you have to university for improves and gain a bunch of feet. I guess I'll guide here though. It's a little sad. potentially. You can also just never buy pool. Like you can just do universities forever. That's not at all crazy. I mean, that's the payload here, or a good portion of it. I don't really remember what I have in deck. I guess I haven't played any of the witches this shuffle, so that's a little sad, but so probably just have to guide it. I haven't played any of the witches, and I bomb decked them, and then I think maybe I'm missing. Where's the reshuffle? It was the shuffle they triggered on me whenever this was a nightmare draw, and then they triggered the shuffle on me somewhere here. And I don't think I played witch since, no. It's not great on the whole. I think there is at least a university, so I can give 2 curses, but it'll probably be the last of the curses that I get to give. There might be a plaza, in which case I could go for high roll where I hit plaza into witch, and maybe don't trigger, but it's okay. We'll just make do with what we've got. I guess we can draw them that copper, probably. Probably not a huge deal. They did just go for the 3rd university. I think is fine too. I don't know how I feel about so many council rooms. Probably okay. My council room is in the bottom, and I think there's still a village. There's still plazas down in there for sure. Because I have, like, and Lost City as well. Actually, at this point, I don't even need to probably play the guide. I don't know if they're quite to the point where they have to... I probably will have to buy a province. If only that one improve had been a guide instead, then when I cycled into that one, and I could have played a guide, played a witch, been a little further, then, you know, skipped along my way a little bit. Improve is exactly 1 more, right? Yeah, okay. That limits its kind of trickery. I hate this. I think this is a pre-move thing, but when you click on things in the supply, I guess it's for pre-move buying them, but you can also click on like Way of the Camel, or like you can click on, I don't know if you can click on landmarks. That would be the one that makes like absolutely no sense. I guess the rest of them you click on sometimes. Maybe it's only things you can actually click on. But like ways, it feels weird even though you can technically click on the ways, but you don't ever really do it. Oh no, do they have one guy down? I'm gonna call a guide here, this will draw. I'm gonna have to green. I guess the good thing is I can take another university on my turn, so I can increase my pile out ability without lowering a thing that he can empty the next turn. I don't know, I'm not just clicking it. It was pretty silly. Well, it's going to be hard to buy that province. It is going to be difficult to buy that province. I guess I can just kind of play for them like dudding. They have 4 universities. They can't actually pile out just yet. I guess I can buy the... Maybe I do go ahead and buy the province. No, wait, that doesn't work. Just not very smart. For some reason, I think it was thinking it was a 2 coin swing when it's just a 1 coin swing. Yeah, I don't think they can actually empty. I think the issue is just going to be that they're going to have, a pretty good turn. Which is not ideal. I think I will go ahead and get the university though. Even though I'm more or less lost here. So they do have... See, the thing is they don't have a bunch of money, otherwise you could maybe... Like, they technically have enough gains, but I don't think they're going to have the $15 or whatever you need to do the council rooms. Now, if I lower them, that could probably be an issue. And if I, lower the improves, that could potentially be an issue. I think. Not real sure. This maybe they compile it anyway. If they can, then it probably really didn't matter too much what I gained. Maybe they can do the plazas. I'm pretty much just playing for them to miss, so if they don't miss, then it's not like I have... It's not like whatever I did is making the difference. Whatever I did. Let's see, they have because they can improve into plazas now. Yeah, they probably have Lost City Plaza pile out, though I think they're going to have leeway that the one plaza I gained didn't enable it. Now, maybe not buying it Dutchy plus gaining the plaza maybe made it possible, but that I'm not as clear on. Maybe they're just doing the improves. it seems possible that I made it feasible for them to do it, but I didn't touch any of those cards, so I don't think that was it. I don't think that was on me, and I think they still had a duchy game left. Where's Ready? Oh, it's down at the bottom. I found it. All right. Crossroads mouse. Does Crossroads mouse work? Right, you play the Crossroads. It was just like the Mimickers where it was weird. But nothing really does the weirdness with Crossroads anymore, I don't think, because it's always like maybe Inheritance still does. I don't remember what Inheritance says nowadays. I'm gonna guess it doesn't do the weirdness though. I think they all like play the card. Play the Crossroads itself. Just leave it there. Is this a one of those classic Talisman openers? Talisman Gardens, that classic combo. Probably is Talisman, isn't it? It's just gotta be. I don't know what you pair it with. Oh, they're pre-moving. That's nice. That's cool. Big fan of that. I guess you could gamble and see if you flip the Talisman. I don't know that that's that good for you, but probably Hamlet, right? See if you high roll. They flipped it. I guess if you don't find it, it's not a big deal. Just the next turn you don't get I mean, I guess you can still gamble and see if you find your Hamlet. What do we want? Like Hamlet encampment? My last card is a copper. Not that. Well, yeah, it would matter. I mean, if we're in a state, I couldn't gamble. I don't really like the shanty town. I could Hound. That's the other one that looks kind of appealing. Double encampment also actually looks pretty appealing. Just to draw. I have 3. How many Hamlets? I have 2 Hamlets now. Oh. Actually, any of the 2s looks pretty appealing. Something to be said for like just being the person with the Hamlets. I don't know what it is that you would say, but there's something to be said. I think the only really bad outcome here is if we like draw the, like if we take by now. I think the only kind of sadder thing is if there's another. It doesn't really matter. Like this is not a good outcome, but it can't really be said to be bad necessarily. This is one I don't really get the shanty towns. I mean they'll draw. Watch, that'll be the thing. But maybe get a hound. We could continue on the Hamlet path before they all get eaten up. I'm like playing this like this peddler, even though the destriers do not cost 0. And they probably won't until the game is just ending. So it doesn't make necessarily a whole lot of sense. I could have gambled, but like the payoff is pretty. What kind of sucks is I can't crossroads the encampment for such the nicest thing of all time. I suppose. Well, the order here matters a little. We can get to $5 and 3 buys, but we won't. We won't actually get the. I think if I'm not sure what I take if I'm S50x. $6 and 3 buys is like incredible. $5 and 3 buys is not particularly incredible. Go with Hamlets and Hounds. That seems, reasonable. I guess I could. It's got to be 3 coppers and Talisman. This is sort of a sad shuffle. I don't know that it was not unlikely at all. It's just, sad for me. I guess I couldn't have had 5 and 3 buys. You don't just get the buys for free. If I'm willing to take 6 and 2 buys would still be nice, because you could do double encampment, double destrier, which would be awesome. But this is okay too. They may get the big turn here. The good times turn. I mean, I guess that's the shanty down there with the hound also paying off pretty good. Gonna live or die by the top decks here. Some of them are not that good, like the hound is not that good to find right away. sort of okay. I mean, it just lets me move through the deck some, but yeah, they just have 5 also. Oh, they went for the coppers. I was like, how did they do that? And they went for the coppers. That's interesting. I would still not have done Wishing Well there. I would have done encampments, but they went for the copper. That's, I mean, it's justifiable. I don't know if it's good, but this is very bad. For me. If they draw again, then I'm probably in a pretty rough spot. Well, I mean, gambling feels not useful. That's kind of an incredible sequence. An incredibly depressing sequence. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take too much blame off of that particular turn. I mean, I probably have made some deck composition screw ups here, but I'm not. I guess they probably just win now, right? They have $8. They can empty Hounds, Destriers, and maybe they don't have enough buys. They're not gonna have enough buys, are they? Oh, and they only have the. I guess they could tie. I can't empty. I don't know what I'm talking about. I like that those things just disappear for free. They do have a little bit of a awkward whatever. It's fine. I don't care. Where are we going back to? They can do 10 cards. I guess they are a little limited on how many Destriers they can take here, just because I have. Probably I can't actually get there. I think I don't have enough estates down here to really get super draw off Crossroads, but I do, and my deck, at least in theory, kind of looks maybe looks scary that you don't take so much stuff, just because I do have 7 buy, or I think I have 7 buys. Yeah, 7 buys. So it's hard for them to touch some of the piles that you might want to touch. potentially scary. I don't actually think I'm going to put together that much draw, but that can pile but not score anything the way the piles are right now. But that's only if every single hamlet I play is used for buy, which is not happening. Maybe they'll super lower. Are they getting talismans? Seems reasonable. Probably. Alright, now get 4 Faithful Hounds and 4 Destriers. Oh, if there's a gamble pot, that would be so cool. I would, props to them if they find it. I don't know if it works. Well, it doesn't look like they have enough money at this point. Can that does not seem right to me. Now I only need, I still am not going to draw it, unfortunately. But I need fewer of the, I need less money and less buy. I only need $6 or $8. I only need $8 and 1, 2, 3, 5 buys, right? So that's something, I guess. I'm not gonna get there, but which is sad. Because this feels like bad lowering to me. Because I still have another encampment, right? Maybe I don't. Okay. We're just not gonna get there. I guess they could dud. There is that. Just the hamlet top deck does not do it. I wonder if there was a... No, there's no way. This is sad. Well, if they draw at all, it's like super over regardless. But also, I'm not gonna... I guess I have 2 estates down in there, so there's some draw. Maybe they'll dud. They have some weird chance of dudding. I guess I can try to make it a little bit harder and take like an estate. doesn't really make it harder if they have draw. But okay, I think they're gonna get there. I think they're gonna get there. I didn't like their buys because, well, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's probably actually fine. Whoops. It's probably fine. I'm not sure. Like, I would have had to stack the encampment and the faithful hound on top, and probably like the 2 estates. So I probably would have had to draw like into the shuffle, like encampment into. Well, I don't even know how many cards I saw into the shuffle just from playing the encampment in the first hound. I don't even know how many cards I saw there, but like, let's say we draw another encampment, then at that point we probably have seen enough to draw a hound. And if there are 3 estates and the hound's a smithy, and then the next, couple encampments or smithies, and then the buys. I think if you stack, I get there, but it probably takes pretty much close to a full stack up, which makes it all a bit more awkward. Skulk is potentially nice here for better banish. There's at least some upside there, and if you get real lucky and roll alt or whatever. I don't know if it's worth opening, but you can always do the single estate banish. I don't know. Envoy is pretty reasonable too. Like, it gets you to alter a decent amount of time. We're a big banish. It's good. Hopefully they don't have 5 and just buy they'll just buy whatchamacallit, a Den of Sin. Probably that's what happens here. Yeah, the envoy makes sense. I didn't really think that through. That's okay. I needed to pass like a silver and an estate into this hand in exchange for coppers. Then we would be in business. I'm not sure there's actually that the silver actually does much for me at this point. When did they get another gold? Oh, that's cool. They're out banishing me pretty significantly. Who needs banish? This doesn't really matter. They'll just... I mean, I guess everything's pretty good, so maybe it matters a little bit, but... Oh, this actually hurts. This takes me down from that's actually pretty painful. If I get double minion there and I cycle, if there's some world where that happens, then we at least have an argument for having done something. I don't know that the attacks really do a whole lot. That's probably just straight up friendly. This is gonna. I just blew this one. There's no other way to put it. This one's on me. This was very pretty lucky draw. I mean, very pretty lucky. So this is a reasonably lucky draw. I'm not actually sure. I guess you can think I have like golden hand maybe. I'm not really sure. In the event, what they did didn't matter. But you know. Oh, there's Fortress Altar. Yeah, that's cool. I just totally botched the opening here. And probably and some of the games past that. It's just, this is a throne game. I need to mentally reset. I never really have learned how to do that. So that's that would be good to learn how to do in this context. What is better? Is it better to just resign right away, or to keep fighting to some degree? Because the game is lost, right? But the you know, how do you take back the initiative in this instance? Who knows? All right, I'll look at every card this time. Bandit. It gains gold. Mandarin. It's just the worst. Orchard. It does the thing. Fleet. It's another thing that can be done. I guess you want magpies. Do you open with a priest though to get them? Or do you open with the magpie? Probably open with the priest. Or there's always a chance, you know, that the play is some kind of spices thing. That happens sometimes. That happens, you know, relatively often. I guess you can probably make them have to empty provinces to do it, and you can do monuments and stuff in the meantime. Oh, and you can bandit attack them, right? I think probably you got to do the engine with the stuff that's here. They go ahead, they open the magpie, which is not unreasonable. I could take A spices here to ensure that I'm able to buy magpie, and then other stuff later on. I guess you can try to split the difference and see just how many magpies you end up with. So far, it's not very many. Okay, that's cool. If we draw the mastermind, then we are super in business. Now we're super in business. Now we just win. Okay. Fair enough. Shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that out loud. I mean, I think we're still fine, but this is pretty bad. How many of these do we do? Okay. That's helpful. I think I still won, but you know, it certainly helps when you are holding that hand to have them resign. All right, one more. Okay, another minion board where minion looks okay-ish. I guess you could prefer just a herald thing more than mixing in the minions. That's probably reasonable. I guess the question is whether you muck around with Jack. Minion is still pretty playable at the start, just for some cycling with the foragers, and it doesn't hurt. It gels fine with heralds eventually anyway. Just ends up probably largely being conspirator driven. There's definitely a world where like Jack is just like faster on the opening, but it's a little nicer draw for me than for them. The 2 lighthouses thing, it's not unreasonable. I don't know if it's better than another 4. I think you'll probably get chances to buy them regardless, so in that sense, have to add them right off. But obviously, second conspirator has some downsides. They're like reasonable-ish money at this stage. This is very bad. Third, and this is the issue, right? Because I would really have rather just gotten conspirator herald and then just the single lighthouse into the shuffle, because I don't really want 3 of them. I don't think. I could get another forager actually. That feels a little better. This is pretty funny though. That is one upside to get the draw there. That's something. Double forager I do not get at all. Though I guess if you know you're gonna get a minion the next hand, it makes some sense. I just think 3 foragers is probably more than you need here, but this is sad. The minion bottom deck, that's gonna hurt tempo here a lot. I mean, if we have the minion in hand, then this turn becomes like way better. But we don't, so it doesn't. And there's some potential here to get real sad times, depending on if they minion us next hand, since we're not getting lighthouse down. I mean, we've trashed a decent amount, so the sadness is somewhat limited, but could still be pretty sad. Not, again, to me, it feels a little. Oh, we still have 4 million. I'm bad at counting. I forgot I had a lighthouse down. I'm not super in love with the number of. See, this is the sadness. I don't know. Everything they're drawing, I mean, they've put in more stop cards than I would have from their position. But they're not having any issues drawing, so, you know, seems to be working out. And I'm getting beat up. So who am I to criticize? This is basically over. I mean, it is over if they play cleanly. There's too much separation. Even if I have like the best turn possible from this starting hand, it's too much here. I don't know what they go for, but I mean, if I'm them, I'd probably just simply double minion. Yeah, well, okay, if you got 2 coppers, then I'd do that. Yeah, this is no good. Not finding a forger or a lighthouse to get anything extra out of that. And then, yeah, this is unworkable. Not going to work. Jeez. Brutal. You just empty the conspirators and the heralds. I mean, they don't. Like, they could get a barge. Maybe you go conspirator, herald, barge. I think it's totally fine to just do just about anything, really. I don't know if I'm prepared to take. So one game I lost, that was all on me. I don't know if I'm prepared to take a whole lot of blame for this one, but there could be something. Problems. I mean, anything that isn't that doesn't look like triple curse is gonna win there pretty much. There's not a. We're gonna draw into the. I guess we have so many coppers, it was pretty unlikely to happen again. But I was pretty convinced we would draw into the. Drawn to the. So there's how many cards in here? This is all my minions too. This is just not a thing. Did I play a lighthouse? I did play a lighthouse. So there's this just lets them pile right away, but like I don't have a. There's not another. I guess if they forget to save enough cards to trash to forgers, then it doesn't pile right away. Oh, they also don't have. They also don't have that many forgers anymore. Never mind. I bet they can close it out though. The fun thing to do is just to start alliancing just for the heck of it. It's not the right thing to do, but it's the fun thing to do. Yeah, I love it. The right thing is probably just take double province. How many did I discard? 2. So there's no, I mean, I don't really need to do more than just. Well, they did replace, I guess I do. Like if I probably need $18, don't I? Can I even get $18? I mean, yeah, I can obviously get it. So and then we discard, and then we have this. We can go alliance, province, and then they cannot win on their turn. Them going back for the forager is like not right. But pretty unlikely to be punished in any way. Okay, well, we sort of are reaching. Okay, never mind. That didn't last long. If we had a forager in that opening hand, then we would have been talking. I guess I could have just taken the province. That's probably what I should have done. I mean, honestly, it would have been, well, obviously would have been better than this. Well, we're getting a little movement. Okay. I didn't have 24, so that wasn't ever going to happen, but they can fail to hit double. There's a world. And that opens up some options for me. And I guess I can die. They're not going to fail to hit province. I don't think that's it. I guess the other consideration is whether I just take. I guess if I just take province, then they can do. What am I trying to say? They can do. They can just do the pile out, potentially. Okay, so what are the buys here? There's like Herald Black Cat is a possibility. Black Cat Conspirator is a possibility. I mean, the Black Cat doesn't really do anything unless I draw it in these 2 cards, so that's not so appealing. harem just as a way of having points could be harmful. Could be good. There's a world. We just really hope they can't double, is the big thing. They are burning up silvers though, so they're getting their forgers ready to go. They don't have a minion in hand though, then I assume they don't have a minion. They're either slow rolling me or they don't have a minion. I mean, that much is pretty clear. Okay. I mean, I'll say it, if they lose, they probably had some unfortunate draws, but they blew it. There's just the going back for the forager just does so little for you there. Okay, so this is 2. I mean, even province, I guess, is really good. Excuse me. Even single province is really quite good for me here. Mill is not good enough, but unfortunately, because we do have mill in hand. And we still don't have it, so we gotta keep going. Okay, now this is a lot, because this may be worth stopping on. It's not quite double, but it is alliance plus duchy, or plus estate, which means they would have to alliance double duchy, I think. If only I had bought gold instead of harem, am I right? Okay, I mean, I can press on. It's just real likely to be worse than this. I guess I can alliance duchy. Alliance like costs 10. Then they're in a real mess, but this is 13. That puts me at 38. That's hard. Especially their first player. Now I don't have anything, so I just do nothing. They do get a couple turns to do it. I don't have any idea why the scores are like this. Also, it's clear that if I had tossed, I would have made 16 right on the spot. I maybe got up to double lines even, but well, actually, it's not right clear because I was at 8 before the minion play, so I would have been at 14 for sure. We don't know what the 3 cards are, but like, you know, reasonably good shot. The actual really funny thing here is that even if they empty the duchies, I can't even buy a conspirator. I don't think I played 2 lighthouses. Yeah, I just played 1 lighthouse. So I can't even, all I can do is buy an estate. How many points are left? There's 12, 16 points. Wait. Oh no, there's all these harems. This hand probably gets attacked. I get a nice hit there. They're getting closer. Okay, this hand buys duchy, which is nice. I did forget about the harems. I was thinking we were much closer to like half VP than we are. We're not really close to it at all. So it's gonna still kind of hard for him. Now they need 17. I mean, if they find a forager, I think they can just win. Yep, that works. Yeah, just the I could have pushed. I'm not sure though. It really felt like a lion's duchy there was a reasonable place to stop. But anyway, interesting game. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I will probably be back in voice chat later on at some point in the day to play some previews, ally previews. So I don't know, look out for that if you're interested. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.